Hi everyone. This is Miss Ebony Narpatty Bridgebassi who will be narrating this video. And yes, this is part 2 of my late father's eulogy, Mr. Vivekanand Narpatty. So please sit back and relax and enjoy. Please remember to like and subscribe my channel. And yes, this is part 2. Look out for part 3 soon. And after the eulogy, I would love to share some photos and explanations. So yes, please listen to my video. Thank you.
Persuade my mother to make a grand holiday feast for the Bridgebassis. Dad loved my mom, who was his wife. She was pure and good to him and supported him in anything he wanted to do. They may have their ups and downs, but who doesn't? I know my mother is going to miss him, and his soul misses her as well. I'm going to remember how much my dad used to. I'm going to remember how my dad used to buy me a chocolate cupcake every day after kindergarten class. He kept birthdays for me in school and at home on weekends. He would bring one cake to the school for us to enjoy and a present for me to open during class hours and for me to celebrate my special day. Also, we would have beautiful birthdays at home on the weekends by inviting the class and having a grand time. My dad and I shared a story that I will always remember. My daddy used to play with dinosaurs, I told my teacher in grade 2, and she looked at me in surprise of my imagination of my father and his life in South America, Guyana. He would have to leave his family and risk his life to go build his dream resort on 63 Beach. He started constructing Sunsplash in 1996, where it was very hard to leave his family and hurtful for his two precious girls to be away from their father and his true loving wife. I used to miss my dad very much when growing up, when he was away, but my father would always call me on a holiday. He would never make my birthday, Christmas, or any occasion pass. He would have to call me and wish me well. This Christmas I didn't hear from my dad, so I knew something was wrong. And 2 days after, I got to find out about my dad's murder, unfortunately. We finally came on vacation in the late 90s to see my father's dreamland. It was a beautiful blue building my father pioneered and made. He wanted to be the first person who would make this dream actually happen and who invested his life savings and lifetime on 63 Beach. A sincere, loyal pioneer for 63 Beach indeed. My father had to get permission to build his dream beach resort on 63 Beach. We did not just come here like that. As Canadian citizens, we came through government approval to build, function, and live in Guyana here. Good times we had, good times we lost along the way. Growing up in Guyana, I spent 13 long years on this beach, and nothing ever happened to me. My dad would pick me up with his old cars that usually break down midway and take me here and there and treat me and talk to me and laugh with me and just be loving to me. He knew when I would not want to eat something my mother made for dinner, so he would go out of his way to buy me a barbecue chicken and make sure he asked my mom if I had anything to eat. I had to eat lunch and made it happen however difficult it was. Times and people and places were not always best at the roadside. My years at University of Guyana Berbice campus were pretty tough. My daddy would come out every night under the pale moonlight to collect me with his car when I would come from classes. I sacrificed my life as well, as my dad sacrificed for all of us. I would even have to drive in and out from the beach at certain times due to the high tides. I would wait in the car in the night.
Yes, for the tide to recede. Yeah, I had some difficult times in Guyana, but I'm here now. I'm still surviving. There's also some pictures I said I wanted to share. That was in front of the resort, by the way, if some of you are curious, want to know. Okay, this is the album. Maybe this I should show first. It's my dad's grave. I don't know why this is not opening. Okay, so I'm gonna open. Sorry, this is his coffin. Cherry red coffin. These are some distinguished guests that were at the funeral. And so, family and friends. And so, some people I know, some people I may not know. My mother's in the corner here. Let me just move this so I can get a better view. And, yes, that's the pastor at the top here. And his wife and mother doing the ceremony. And yes, some of my mother's family in the top right hand corner. The last picture on the right hand side is the pastor giving his sermon along with myself and my mother and family and friends who could be present. Some other people at the funeral and so, and left hand side here is these two gentlemen took care of my father and his body, and my daddy was in the hearse there while we were getting ready for the funeral. And so anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Okay, these are some other guests that were at the funeral. Distinguished guests. Not sure why the bucket was there. Anyways, I'm there with the pastor, and yeah, that's him giving a sermon again. And my great grandfather, part of the yard. I'm there again. And yes, my mother and the church group. Everybody very sad at this moment. Well, yeah, we're saying our goodbyes to my daddy. All right, thank you for watching. And yes, I'm hoping you could view my other videos, upcoming videos. And yeah, please prepare for the Eulogy Part 3 with the rendition of the song Dreamland by Peter Tosh, Marsha Griffith, Bob Marley and the Wailers version, yes. And yes, hoping to see you again soon.